Hey guys, what's up? It's Willy B here, bringing you an update video for Emotes Pro 1.8. Today we're looking at 3 new things that I've added in this update. Firstly, I did an overhaul of the entire menu system, so the pages are looking a lot better. I also added a command called Emote Test, which allows you to test the menu, particles, faces, action bar, holograms, and sounds. So anything that you can put into a specific emote can be tested through that command, which just allows you to kind of build emotes without having to test out each individual style and look of a particle. The last feature I've added isn't really a new feature. I've just added some more security with heads. There's a problem that nobody's mentioned yet, but sometimes a player, if they die, but only sometimes when they die, or if the server crashes, or if the player logs off, sometimes the player will keep their emote head. So to combat that, I've made a new file in the Emotes Pro folder, which just keeps a log of all the players with the head they used to have. So that's all the new stuff. There's a few other bug fixes here and there, but nothing major enough to point out in the video. So we're going to start out here with the menu overhaul. So open up the menu, and you'll see here the menu bar on the bottom here exists now. This icon tells you what page you're on and the menu you're looking at. Also in the target menu, when you're picking your emote, once you've picked your target, it'll also say the target's name there. We have a close emote menu button, which will just obviously close the menu. And then you'll notice these two icons here. For self emote, it's just your own player head. And for target emote, so if you're targeting other players with an emote, it'll cycle through, and then eventually, like it has now, it will stop. I think it's about 10 seconds. So this just keeps it from being a continuous cycle, which is not dangerous per se, but if everyone on your server was constantly doing that, I'm not sure exactly what would happen. So I figured to cap it about 10 seconds, and then it'll stop on a random face. But it'll still work as expected. When you click on it, it'll still take you to the menu. It's just the icon doesn't change. So if we go to target emote, we'll see there's 2 players on right now. And we have this button in the bottom left corner now, which will take us to the last menu. So that takes us back to here. So we have target emote and we have self emote. So we'll go to target emote and we'll target Ice Tier 8, and we'll say, maybe I wanted to target myself. We'll go to last menu. We can click on Inamine, and then we have our 2 options here for poke and dance. And then here's all of the features basically in one. So we have the face, the hologram, and the action bar. Next thing I want to show you guys. Also, one thing I want to point out about the menus. It now supports more than 45 or 50 or whatever it was. There's multiple pages. So on either side of this icon here, if we went to look at the emotes, for example, we'd have an arrow on either side, but only if there's a page that exists. So if this page was full, we'd have a button here to take us to the next page. On that page, we'd have an icon to take us back to this page. But I only have 2 emotes saved on here. Next thing I want to show you guys is Emote Test, all one word. And then from here, we can test out menus. So for example, target. And then I'll take us to the target select menu. If we spelled that wrong, for example, it would show the usage. It would show all the options, and if we did this one wrong, it would show us all the options for that. So we'll do a emote test particle, and then we do the style, which is egg, and then the particle effect is flame, and that'll show us the egg flame effect. Next we have face, and we'll do anim cry, so animated cry, and then it'll play the animated cry effect, and it'll work the same, so you won't be able to take out the face or anything like that during that time. Next one is action bar, so type in action bar, all one word. That part's important, and then we can put as many spaces in this stuff as well, so that's not an issue. So everything after the space after action bar will work here. So hello YouTube, and that'll show up. It's hard to see there. We go hello YouTube in the action bar, and the same thing works with hologram. As long as you have holographic displays on, it'll show up. Same with the action bar. You have to have action bar API on your server. And I'm going to quickly turn my audio on for this last part, because we can do emote test. I'm really sorry about my keyboard, by the way. Sound ambient cave. Oops. Vase cave. Oops. Oh, emotes test. Sorry. Emote test sound ambient cave, and that'll play the ambient cave sound. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you enjoy the new features in Emotes Pro. If you haven't picked up a copy of Emotes Pro, check it out in the link in the description. If you do have Emotes Pro already, make sure you go and grab this update. Let me know what you think of it. And I do have some pretty cool new effects and features for the future. But I really needed to get this out. This is more of a foundation for me to add new stuff. And I'm really excited about what I've got done in this update. And it's going to make it a lot easier to do new stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, peace out.